I'm Abigail Hausman. I did not prepare this presentation. It was prepared by Margarita Correa, Dr. Margarita Correa, whom many of you know or have heard of. And I've always been told, don't read the slides when you're doing a presentation. People can read for themselves, but in this situation, I think we're all better served if I stick to reading the slides and going off of what she has prepared. So here we go. So we're talking about clay first. It's let's see it. Let me get through with mine. So ceramics. Objects made from any type of clay that is fired with the aid of heat. And clay is a fine mixture of decomposed igneous rock materials and organic matter, and this clay is continuously being formed.
Chyba stałe wsparcie, Panie Dominiku, potrzebne. Proszę nie odchodzić. Czyli co, samoloty mamy, a sprzętu nie mamy. Nie?
All right, we're back in business, okay. And then, so we're talking about ceramics, clay, continuously being formed. And in particular, our ceramics are produced in Rajasthan, India, and that region presents geological advantages that every facet is unique and with its geology. Its age is one of the oldest, more than 3,600 million years, displaying a wide range of rocks, mineral deposits, and geologic processes. The chemical composition of Rajasthan clay is similar to that of China, except that the Rajasthan clay contains a large proportion of silica. The main utility of Rajasthan clay lies in the plasticity, high bonding qualities, and tensile strength. In India, you can see this picture is of Margarita. The chamber for firing the clay must, first of all, it needs to be bone dry, and then it must be fired for the properties to become permanent. They use a kiln which can reach temperatures of 1,300 degrees Celsius and higher. And just for comparison, your oven at home possibly reaches 260 degrees Celsius at the most. How does this all tie in with our consortia probiotics? As we've mentioned previously, probiotics are live microorganisms which, when applied in adequate amounts, deliver a health benefit to the host. And we can see here that in the ceramics have become a perfect media to host probiotics inside, and then they can be cast into any form, which is a fantastic characteristic, allowing the probiotic ceramics to be in multiple fields, bringing the benefit of the probiotics permanently enclosed in the ceramic to the environment. And probiotic ceramics emit a frequency, so this is what makes it what it is, that called far infrared radiation. This frequency is imprinted in the raw clay and then fired at a high temperature. Some actually survive, which is the purple non-sulfur bacteria, which it really survives well. And these bacteria emit a strong type of electromagnetic wave resonance that is very supportive to animal and plant growth. And in addition to that, when we bake clay, you're going to wonder how can it survive such high temperatures, and but the beneficial microorganisms, PNSB, can still work at optimal levels even at this high temperature. And this may be surprising since we assume all living things are destroyed by high temperatures. But this assumption is based on aerobic conditions, and under anaerobic conditions, which are present in the kiln, these PNSB microbes survive very well and are able to retain their properties. When these properties or these microorganisms are given food, they can multiply, and the multiplication processes begin. And once the process of multiplication starts, the newly formed microorganisms do not remain in the ceramic, but they are able to go out into the environment and function as they are intended to. So bioceramic is not the living microorganisms that have survived, but the infrared frequency that has been permanently imprinted in the fired clay, and then those surviving microbes can multiply, and then they go out into the environment and do their work. So the effects of bioceramics in concrete. This is what we're all trying to figure out. In this diagram, you will see that the compressive strength was increased by 30 to 50% more than the comparisons, and there is suppression of carbonation or neutralization. And then these have been applied in 16 concrete buildings which are under 2 to 10 years of age, and they were inspected in Japan and Thailand. They were found to be 10% stronger than the same age concrete, and there was more tightness. And then there was less drying and shrinkage and cracks. Again, this is with the infrared frequency that creates a tighter material. So another good benefit is with sick house syndrome, building materials containing chemicals often cause health problems such as chronic fatigue, anatomic disorder, allergy, sinusitis, asthma, and hormone abnormality. These health problems are called sick house syndrome. Bioceramics control harmful chemicals, microbes, fungi, toxins, and mold mites for human biological processes. And bioceramics control oxidation activity by wild microbes, therefore controls oxidation of iron in concrete. This is a little confusing, but the free radicals that are present, it's good for that. They can be bioceramics in buildings. They can be applied in the ground, the soil treatment, concrete treatment in the actual concrete, paint treatment, adhesive or glue, wood, ceramic or brick, rainwater systems, wastewater systems. You get the point. The whole entire building they can be applied in. And you can mix, these are pictures of the actual process. Mix bioceramics powder with fresh concrete. The mixing time is around just 1 minute, very simple. And then you can apply the bioceramics powder. These are houses in Auroville, India. And they're either built or there are plans for them using bioceramics. And now is when we will start the video. This is Dr. Margarita, for those who do not know.
The first step is to start from the foundation. Base, material.
Panie Dominiku, gdzie pan się... Nic się nie da zrobić? No to nie ma sensu się męczyć, stwarzać nadziei, prawda? Że cokolwiek będzie. Może ona w kilku słowach. Can you explain in few words what is she saying about?
She's basically just explaining the processes that they can be both applied in the building materials and in water treatment. So the ceramics are applied in the water, and then the microbes that multiply are able to do their benefits to the water treatment. But we will put that away and move on, if I can. And I think, can we turn it off?
To co, chyba już wiemy, na co ten $1 miliard przeznaczymy, tak?
So these are the beauties of going through this.
Część.
This is a picture of her applying it to the water. This is another project in Japan that it's an entire hotel that has used in their restoration bioceramics in many applications. It was sprayed on the floor base, in the reinforcing bars. It was applied for waterproofing, applied for the concrete blocks, applied to the asphalt, applied to the paint, and also to the mortar in the concrete. So, as you can see, it's been done, and with good results. If you are to go beyond the basic materials, you can also use bioceramics for the applications that were mentioned already. But you can also use them in cutting tools, engine components, armor. It increases the strength and resilience. In coatings for engine components, cutting tools, industrial wear parts. For chemical and environmental applications in cooling towers, filter membranes, catalyst supports, and water, which was also being demonstrated in that video, for dynamization, purification, and algae control. So thank you for bearing with me. Here are some scientific papers, people that have done more research around the world with bioceramics, and with good results. And I thank you for listening, and hearing Margarita's information.
Thank you very much, Abigail.